We are now talking about the second Guardians film. And so yeah, let's talk about it. The movie we're talking about today is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is a sci-fi action adventure comedy. And it's the crew. The crew's back at it again. And they do a mission for these golden people, and they do the mission however they do it, with a little struggle, but they did the mission. But Rocket, being Rocket, stole the battery, so now the golden people are trying to kill the crew, but they get saved by this one-inch man, they say, and we find out that it's Ego, played by Kurt Russell, and we find out that he is the father of Peter Quill. And I just remember watching this film in theaters. I was young. It was, I think, the final years of middle school. I was excited because we were getting ready for Infinity War, so it was exciting. It was an exciting time, and I have to say, this film is great. After rewatching it, and even watching it in theaters with the audience and all that, it's still a great movie. It's flawed. It's flawed with the pacing in some moments, but other than that, the film it's a flawed masterpiece. It's great. It's such a great film with such great emotional moments, with great set pieces and great visuals. I have to say, and this film is just a blast from beginning to end. The performances all around are great. The crew members work beautiful together. They have become a team now, but they're also struggling with their own conflicts, and they're bantering and trying to work as a team. Of course, the film is written and directed by James Gunn. Of course, just a great director, and now he's part of the DC heads now. It's crazy how that happened. The movie's also in color, and it's a runtime of 136 minutes. It's not that long. And I was happy with the runtime. It's a step up, I guess, from the first film when it comes to the runtime, the length. But just a great movie. The performances are great. Everybody worked well together. Of course, the lead is Chris Pratt, plays Star-Lord. He's the leader of the team, and he has his own struggles, struggling with not having a father. And when that struggle happens, he finds out that his dad is still alive and meets up with him, and he's trying to build a relationship with his dad, but also being of course a little taken aback, and just that struggle, and of course some of the team's struggle all around. And Pratt is great. I thought he's amazing as Star-Lord. He continues it, that's for sure. A lot of emotional works, and I think Chris Pratt did a fantastic job conveying said emotions of having your dad just showing up and him not having a dad. And this can relate to a lot of people. This is a very relatable story, and it can be very relatable with people. And I thought Chris Pratt did a great job. Of course, you got Ego, the planet, or just Ego, and played by Kurt Russell, he's the creator of a planet, he's a god, he's a celestial, and he is the father of Chris Pratt, and he just wants to build a relationship with his son. And I think this is a great villain, of course, a big step up compared to the first Guardians. And I think Ego is a character that's definitely very interesting, and you get to unlock the character throughout the film. I thought he was a fantastic character, and one of the best villains, definitely, of the Guardians, and just a big step up to Ronan. And of course, the other crew members, of course, Drax the Destroyer, played by Dave Bautista. He is hilarious in this movie. He just gets better and better with these movies, and he is hilarious. I mean, most of the scenes that made me laugh is with Drax. He's just funny, and he just takes humor in things, even when he's just at times very gloomy, very dark. But sometimes he just brings out the funniness, and I thought Drax is amazing, and he's just a great part of the team. Rocket Raccoon, played by Bradley Cooper, he's kind of a dick to Chris Pratt in this movie. He steals batteries. He's pretty much putting his team in danger, and he's just pushing people away. And that you see, he's like a character that is hiding from his true emotions and his true self, and he's scared and just pushing people away. And it hints more to the storyline and of Rocket, and just the person that he is. I thought Rocket is great in this movie. Groot is great as usual. He's baby Groot in this film. He's cute. He's, I guess, the son of the Groot that died in the last movie, and he's just very cute. He's funny. He likes to dance, and he's Yeah, I love Baby Groot. I love him. He's so cute. I'm not gonna lie to myself. Right? Just because I'm a man, I can't say Baby Groot is cute. No, he's so cute. I love it. Gamora is back. She played by Zoe Saldana, and they hint more to the relationship and the romance between her and Pratt. And Gamora's trying to get her sister and trying to, sell her to the Nova Corps for her to go to prison. But a lot of family drama occurs, and I thought Zaldana was great in the movie. I thought she was great. Also, we have Nebula, played by Carrie Dillon, who wasn't in Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't speak about her because she wasn't a character that was worth speaking about. I mean, she wasn't a character in that film. She wasn't much to talk about. All we knew was she was the daughter of Thanos and sisters with Gamora. Other than that, she didn't have much to do. She has more to do in this film, and I thought she's a cool character. The thing is, with the first two Guardians movies, I didn't really dig Nebula. It wasn't until Endgame, even. It was until Endgame. And Infinity War, kinda, but Endgame was the one that really made me like Nebula and made me like her character. But she's good in the movie as well, dealing with the dramatic moments with Gamora and trying to want a sister, and that was very good. You also got some supporting actors. You got Mantis played, and she has antenna. She's a telepathic or emotion, whatever she is. She touches people. She reads your emotions, and she works for Ego and to put him to sleep and help him. And Mantis is great. I thought she was funny. She's a funny character. And just the banner and the dynamic between her and Batista is great. And you also got the Golden People, which is played by Elizabeth Debicki, a really good actress. And she's just the leader of these Golden People that stole their batteries, so they're trying to kill the Guardians of the Galaxy. And they even put a bounty on them. And she's there. She's just a villain that's there to just be a villain, not... She's pretty much, she's just there. Like, she's not a villain that's menacing or anything like that. She's just a conflict. She's not in those people are not the main focus for this movie. And you got, what else you got, man? You got Yondu, my favorite character of the film, the heart and soul Yondu. He's dealing with his own failures or his own doubts, of which he was younger, he was dumb, and he just wants to be a part of the Ravengers. I was pretty much saying the wrong word the last review, the Ravengers, but they don't want him to be a part of them because he broke the code, and he has a lot of doubts and just wants to do right. And it's amazing. I really loved Yondu, and he had probably my favorite scene in the film. Yondu's a great character, and I loved the character in this film. That's why I was saying I can't wait to talk about Volume 2, because in this film he really truly shines. He's the heart and soul, and he's great as Yondu, and it was amazing to see him. And what else? Is there any other characters that I'm missing? I feel like I'm missing someone. I think that's all. If I'm missing someone, I'm sorry. All the performances are great, though. The direction is great by James Gunn. The film looks freaking amazing. The action scenes, there's some scenes that are just amazing. It's top 10 moments in Marvel, even. It's just great scenes. Specifically one that I truly loved with Yondu and Rocket. It was amazing. And the writing, the film is more emotional. I felt more emotion with this film than Guardians of the Galaxy, to be honest. I really felt more emotions for this film. Of a son trying to be with his dad, and just a son that's trying to have a dad, but in reality he deals with it, and they deal with it amazingly. I felt they respected it, and it was great. It was very emotional, and it damn near made me cry. It did make me cry. I cried. It was emotional. So it was great. The chemistry between the cast is amazing. Everybody works well together. Batista and Mantis have this great relationship that gets better and better with the movies, and they're hilarious. The cinematography is fantastic. I mean, the shots, there's some shots that I'm like, wow, that is great. That is amazing. Some of the cinematography in this film is amazing. The visual effects, too, are fantastic. I mean, visually it's stunning. The visual effects are damn near perfect. I mean, it's flawless. It's so flawless that I look at it like, darn, man, how did we go from this to Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania? How did that happen? But the visual effects are great. The music choices are as good as usual. Like, the soundtrack is as great as it was in the first. Tyler Bates did a great composing in this film. I like what he did with the music. and just an all-around great film. This film is great. And it's flawed, has its moments where I'm like, okay, I understand why somebody might not like that. And a lot of my friends didn't like this movie. I'm gonna be honest. Like, a friend of mine didn't like it. One of them didn't even see it. And I'm just there, like, I really like this movie. I thought it was great. It's a super underrated in the Marvel franchise. I really enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and it's better than when I first saw it. It gets better, and it's like a change point of view. I really enjoyed this film. If you didn't like it when you first saw it, maybe give it a try, man. You might like it again. Who knows? But it's great. I really enjoyed this film, and for that, I'm gonna give it, without a doubt, a 4 out of 5 stars. It's definitely worth buying on Blu-ray. It's definitely worth a part of that collection, and it's great. I really enjoyed it. Those are my thoughts for Volume 2, and I'll see you guys.